Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and Horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for all you guys born in the year of the sheep. So welcome back all my sheepy friends. How are we doing? Sorry for the late one. I am trying to catch up. It has been crazy and I think it's going to be this way over summer. So I don't think I can dedicate days to the specific Chinese Zodiacs anymore. It's just going to be as and when. But you will always be after the horse and you will always be before the monkey. So I will try and get it on that Thursday, but there is no guarantee, especially over summer, as things are really busy. So I do apologize. However, let's see where we're at now as I shuffle these cards up for you guys born in the year of the sheep. So let's see where we are at. We will stop about there. I think we're going to take that one from the bottom, we're going to take that one from the middle, we're going to take that one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we got two blacks and a white. That's not a great start, but at least that white there at the end is kind of to, I don't know, pick us up a little bit and to reassure you that it's not all doom and gloom, and black isn't always an attack, white isn't always all right. It all depends on the compatibility of the cards when we flip them over. So, first card, we've got the dog. Not a bad card. That isn't a bad card. Dog and sheep, quite compatible. It is in the negative. We're obviously looking for ways to protect ourselves right now. We've obviously got our heckles up a little bit. I think right now you're struggling to find that goodwill. You're struggling to be sensitive and considerate. Right now, you're just kind of feeling as if people are taking the mick. People are taking the piss, basically. I think right now you're trying to do all you can do in fulfilling your responsibilities, in basically, I don't know, in some ways, being a sheep. You're just trying to be a sheep. But everybody else is wanting you to do things that you don't necessarily want to do, or take you out of your comfort zone, or things that aren't necessarily something that you would normally partake with or be involved in. Peer pressure can be a real sort of, I guess in some ways, restrictive thing, where you feel you have to do something, or you feel you have to do these things to fit in. But that just kind of restricts you and makes you feel, I guess, uncomfortable. You don't belong. You feel like you're not accepted. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to change to fit in. You just have to be yourself. And I think you feel the way you are, you're trying to protect that. You're trying to protect yourself from it. Because people will come in and they'll put you down. Why do you do this? Why do you do things like that? Why do you feel this way? Why do you do the things you do? Let them question it. Let them have their questions. You don't have to answer to them. You don't have to answer to anybody. Right now, I think you feel protective of yourself. You feel defensive. You feel like you need to stick up for yourself and say, hang on, no, I've done it this way for years, or this is the way I want to do it. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to get involved in. This is why I'm doing it. And I think right now you feel as if you need to, I don't want to say you want to bite back, but you definitely want to hold on to what you've got, or at least hold on to who you are. You don't want people to be telling you that you're wrong or you're not the right person for the job when you've been doing it. You know what you're doing. You know where you're at. We've got that ox card jumping in there. There. We'll get it out in a minute. We've got that ox card jumping in, and that's actually really unfortunate, because that's actually the conflict card. So we've got conflict here. The ox and the sheep are incompatible to the utmost. The worst card for a sheep or a goat person is that ox, and there it is. We've got the ox, and it's in the negative. We've got a black ox. Things to think about. We've got challenges to face. We've got communication issues. We are leading into conflict. We are looking at rules that restrict you. We are looking at very black and white. This is how it needs to be. We are looking at, you have to fall in line. You have to step up. You have to be seen doing. You need to represent. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to get, agitated. You're going to lose your patience. You are going to feel rather, as I say, restricted and not like you. You're not going to feel as if you're accepted or appreciated for who you are. I think right now there's some things to think about. How can we turn this around? How can we make things better? How can we, utilize this situation, see the silver lining, and make something of it? I think with that dog being protective and being defenseful there, that defense is because there is conflict. And I think it's miscommunication. I think it's because people aren't basically considerate, they're not appreciative, they're putting you down, maybe directly, maybe indirectly, but it's definitely happening. And I think that's really gonna knock you back. That's really gonna sort of take away your confidence. It's gonna take away that self-esteem. It's going to make you feel, in some ways, a little bit as if you're not good enough. And I don't think that's the case, because I think right now you are in a position where potentially you've been doing the job for years and years and years, or you've been doing this particular thing over and over and over again. You know what you're doing. You're good at what you're doing. You don't need to practice. You don't need to train. You don't know, you don't need to be told what to do. And yet still you find that you're being told what to do. You feel as if people are coming in and undermining you, maybe micromanaging, condescending, and basically patronizing you and saying, well, you could have done it better, or you could have done it this way, or you should have done it that way. It's going to give you a lot to think about. You're going to have a lot to think about. But this situation that you're in, it's only temporary. It's not a permanent state of affairs. This situation that you're in isn't one that is going to come around frequently. It's almost like the crazy aunt that's come to visit for the first time in a blue moon, and you really don't want to spend time with her, and you really don't want to see her, but here you are. Make the most of it. Make the most of it. And there is a positive to come out of this, as that monkey card comes into play, which is like a self-care card. It's the look out for yourself card. It's the card that's kind of most likely to be the one that is going to just throw everything on the floor, give up, and go and look after yourself. And that's exactly what you need to do. And that's going to be hard to explain to you, because you're a sheep person, and trying to understand a monkey as a sheep person would be quite difficult. You're not going to understand each other very well, and you're not going to understand why a monkey does what they do. But that's what you need to do. You need to kind of be a little bit more reserved. You need to take yourself back a little bit. You need to look after yourself. You need to take care of yourself. You basically need to have a look at where you are, your aspirations, your goals. Are you achieving what you want to achieve? Are you moving in the direction you want to be moving in? You've got things to do here. Yes, you could be diplomatic. Yes, you could try your best to get on and negotiate and compromise and stuff like this. But why should you? Why should you have to compromise who you are for other people? No. Own who you are, be who you are. The people that like who you are the people that will come to you and be around you. Those that don't like you, let them leave. Open the door, give them a wave, toodaloo, bye-bye, because you don't need to have people like that in your life. Yes, you are passive. Yes, you can be sensitive, and yes, you can be considerate. You can be emotional, and you can be caring, but you also need to remember that people will take advantage of that. People will use that, they'll see that, and they will hone in on that. And you need to protect yourself from this, especially those that will come along and say, you're the problem. You are the problem. You're the problem here. So nobody else has to change. Nobody else has to do different. You're the problem. I don't think that's the case. I genuinely don't believe that you are the problem. I think that you've been put in this circumstance or this situation unwillingly, and that you've been pushed into it, maybe even unknowingly. And now that you are here, that's why you're a little bit like, well, hold up, I better get my defenses up. Okay, things aren't feeling great and I need to bring this back around. But luckily for you, you are. And you can see things differently, and you can see things how they are, and now you're pushing forward, and you want to make those changes, and you want to get your power back. And that's exactly what you need to do. Get your power back and seize that. It's there, you've just got to find it. And we'll find out how you get on with that next week, when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the sheep. I will hopefully be back either this evening, this afternoon, tonight, tomorrow, some point, for a monkey reading. As I say, it won't be on select days, but the monkey will always come after the sheep. And you guys, I will be doing a reading for you next week after the horse yet again. So if I don't see you for the monkey reading or any other readings, I will see you back then for that sheep reading. Thanks for watching, guys. Love and peace.